Welcome to the Eternal Skunk Show. I'm Cody alongside our good buddy O.
Howdy.
How are we doing today?
I am pretty beat, man. I'm tired from work. I had the poops. So, and I had the poop at work like 3 times today, which is way out of the ordinary. I don't enjoy that.
No, you were just saying last week or the week before that you use work as an emergency shit situation.
Yeah.
Like you try to avoid it at all costs.
Pretty much. Like, even to go pee, I don't like to pee at work. Like, it's just, you know, like, I know people at work, like, you got to dress nice and look cool, but I know you can always tell, like, by their hair and shit. Like, motherfucker, you're dirty.
I would have taken you... No, don't take this offense. Actually, take this as offensively as you want to. I would have taken you to be the kind of person to spend as much time in the bathroom on the company clock as possible. Like, that's just, I just figured you're like, well, I'm getting paid to be here. Might as well be shitting.
No, that's incorrect. I'll find other ways to fuck around.
Okay, all right.
So, you know, there's a coffee room for a reason.
Okay.
You know.
Unlimited supply of coffee and donuts and wasted time.
Not so much for the donuts, I wish, but I'd probably be like £1 million. But yeah, they give us a lot of coffee, so that's nice.
We got a note. They put a note up at our work that said we use, I don't remember how much, but we use so much coffee that if you guys abuse your coffee privileges, we will take them away and you will no longer have coffee at work.
Wow, that's really gay. You know, like the place you work at, I know is fairly profitable. I mean, it has to be to keep in business for as long as they have been, you know, especially like where they're at in the industry. So to be like, we're taking coffee away and next we're going to take toilet paper away, like, it's just asinine.
How much can coffee possibly cost?
Coffee's not cheap because, like, it's,
really?
Yeah, I mean, it's a farm, you know, or it has to be farmed. I mean, it's a bean. And it only grows in certain parts of the world. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily that there is cheap coffee, of course, but I mean, like, it's not like it's free. You know what I mean? It's free as a benefit. Yeah, and that's how the company sees it.
Where does coffee rank as opposed to like toilet paper or like paper towel?
Well,
or like all the other free shit that a work is expected to supply.
Well, I mean, like, where does it rank as, like, cost-wise?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not priority-wise, because obviously coffee's going to be cut before toilet paper.
Well, yeah. I wouldn't know because I don't work in... I've never done any sort of, like, bookkeeping like that. But I would imagine coffee is really expensive, and toilet paper, the way they buy it, is bulk and cheap. So I'm thinking coffee might be on top of that if it's a large enough place. You know what I mean? I bet you there's a point where... I bet you in the beginning...
We'll cut that out, and I won't even stop
you got a soda. You gave me a soda.
I know,
and I try to look the other way, like...
Yeah, no, you have a cough button if you ever need to just, you know, cough. You just hit that hammer on that.
Yeah, like that's going to happen. What's going to happen is I, like, hit that button or something like that, and it, like...
melts the entire fucking
voids the warranty. Like, push this button, warranty voided. And I'm like, what's this do? Like,
no, I can't delete any of this. You just...
leave it in.
All right.
That's fine. What were we talking about?
I don't care. Coffee at work.
Oh, yeah. I bet you toilet paper costs more, and then at some point it just, you know, there's like that equilibrium, and then coffee surpasses it. But I bet you it won't take long. You know what I mean? Because coffee's really expensive. I like coffee, and I like good coffee to, like, on my like weekends and all that kind of jazz when I'm not at work and I can drink coffee in the morning of, like, my own time. And I like to buy, you know, it's like $8 or $9 a bag for, like, I think it's like 16, maybe it's a pound, maybe like 14 ounces.
Okay.
So
I used to, I'm not a coffee drinker to begin with. I don't like drinking hot drinks. That's kind of my hang up on coffee. And, you know, what about iced coffee? Well, I'll have iced coffee. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to make. Like, coffee is easy to make. You know, you 3 steps and then wait, and your coffee's ready.
Right.
Whereas if you're going to make iced coffee, you got to get the ice cubes, you got to get the flavor if you're going to go flavor, you know, all that kind of shit. So
let me just break that down. Okay. We've added a 4th step in ice. The coffee's already flavored.
Yeah, but let's assume that I don't have an ice maker, or let's say that I have to wait. So I have to wait 12 hours for the ice to freeze from the water tray.
So you are in the desert with an outlet,
right,
and a mini fridge.
The mini fridge is just going to get stocked with Mountain Dew. But
we have to make ice. So your mini fridge has one of those little homo ice maker things that will take 12 hours.
The little hotel.
Yep. So while you're sitting there patiently waiting for the ice to be made,
I could have just let the coffee sit out and get cold on its own.
That's true. And then you would have enjoyed that?
No. Actually, when I was younger, like when I was a kid, I would always drink my mom's leftover coffee. Like she would drink a cup of coffee and let it sit out, go and do whatever, and then just there's a cup of coffee sitting there. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, I'll just drink the rest of it because it's cold and I like it. And my mom hated it because it was coffee and I was a child and drinking it. And
right. Got to be the rebel. I was like that too. My mom kind of had the same.
Bouncing off the fucking walls.
Yep. My mom kind of had the same attitude too. She's like, I don't like you when you do that. So she started putting her cigarettes out in it. I caught on real quick not to drink cold cups of coffee. Oh, well, I'm glad my childhood was funny to you.
Oh,
cool.
Lord. I just think it's funny that, I mean, cigarette butts in the coffee, and
where would you put them?
I don't know, coffee can.
No, that's where the coffee is.
Anyway,
you don't want to brew the cigarettes. I wonder why they don't have nicotine beverages.
Well, somebody's gonna get rich now. Having listened to our podcast.
Dear Mr. Tobacco, have I got an idea for you? Get this. You take your cigarettes, brew them, drink it. Send me 1 billion, please.
I'll take a check, or you can just send me all the nicotine that you have.
You know where tobacco companies get all their money from now?
No.
Because so many people, like, a lot of people don't, you know.
I quit.
Yeah, you quit. A lot of people, like, I don't smoke cigarettes, you know, like,
yep.
A lot of people don't anymore that used to smoke. China smokes, like, 1 trillion cigarettes, like.
Well, there's 1 trillion people that smoke them.
No, seriously, like, yeah, out of, like, the 1.3 billion Chinese people, like, like 98% of them smoke.
Really?
Yeah.
Chain smoke at that.
Yes, like, the whole Asia Pacific region, man, they love cigarettes more than they love pork, which I think is a lot.
I don't think they like pork. Wait, yeah, okay, yeah.
Mushu, hello, pork.
Yeah, no, I caught that as I said it.
I mean, if they don't have ladies around, they fuck cows or pigs.
Yeah, no, that's interesting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, I forgot. I totally forgot. I got way too high before I came here.
I noticed it when you came in the door, and I could smell it. And but I had to stop because, actually, I posted on Facebook the other day. I said, if my neighbor's going to break the pet policy, if I was my neighbor, I would have broken the pet policy with something more subtle, like a cat, than like a pet skunk. Because the entire building, just when you open the door from outside, it just reeks like a pet skunk.
Nice.
So when you walked in the door and I could smell it, I'm like, fucking neighbors. And then it dawned on me, I'm like, wait, who's coming into the house?
Right, right. And I have, like, I just make a quick jog around the block before I come here.
I'll say this about you though, you've smoked way more in the past. There have been times where you've been almost too high for the radio. You're not that high now.
Challenge accepted. I'm not sure what's going to happen next. I don't want to go back up into my car. You got a lot of stairs to climb. So
it's on.
It's on. All right. Well, Donkey Kong me. So, actually, I'm kind of scared to go in my car.
Why?
Because, all right. So get this. This was last week. Last week, Monday, of all days, this is how I started my work week last week. So I was driving to work, blah, 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 minding my own business, not doing a whole lot of anything. And where I get off to, the exit that I get off on has like a stoplight at the top, and then I have to kind of go back onto like the off-ramp to get back onto the highway.
Okay.
But there's a merge lane to get onto the road that I want to get on to go under the bridge and all that kind of junk.
Sure.
So when you get there, the people that are coming onto that merge lane, they have a yield sign, so they have to yield to people so we can get over because they are obviously going on the highway. Otherwise, there's like 1,000 other turns beforehand that you can take. So why are you turning on the one that's for the highway?
Right, okay.
So this one guy who was clearly getting down the highway was just like paralleling me to get in. I'm like, motherfucker, I have to get in. What the fuck, dude? And I flipped him off and he kind of looked at me and he like slowed down and I gunned it past him. And he fucking, like, he got, like, enraged. And he, like, chased me, like, and he tried to, like, there was, like, an accident investigation thing off the off-ramp there.
Yeah, yep.
And so he tried to, like, pass me on it, but he couldn't because it, like...
He ran out of room?
Yeah, because it was only, like, 30 yards long. And so, like, we get to the bottom of the the off ramp.
Yeah.
And there's a stoplight because like there's a it's an intersection.
Yeah.
And, and I'm
Comes
going
into the city now.
Right. Yeah. And I'm going into the city, and he fucker gets out of his car.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh crap, I don't know what to do. I don't want to fight this guy in the morning. Like, so I just have my phone ready. So like in case I need to like either take up his picture or record it.
Yeah. I would have had
like,
that shit videoed right away.
Well, like, I didn't have like quick Cody thinking. I had like stoned O thinking, so I didn't know what was going on.
Early in the morning.
Yeah. And so he comes up and he says something like, fuck your mom, retard. Or he said something to that effect.
Wow.
Yeah. And he got back into his car and like sat back there.
He probably had so much better of a day. Like, that was all he needed, was just to like confront somebody.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he went to work real happy because I don't know what the guy was thinking, because he followed me into like De Pere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where are you going, dude? You have to get back on the highway. And then I think he got lost because I don't think he knew where he was.
Oh, sure.
Because he was probably, I don't know. I never, it's not like I know the guy or anything like that. But finally, he's like, I got to get out of here because I don't know where I am. And he just turned off and left. It was fucking really crazy.
Dude, that's how people get shot. First of all, is
true,
causing unnecessary confrontations with people on the road. First of all,
right?
People are crazy.
That guy was.
Oh, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
The first thing I would have did, I mean, I say this, I'll pull up my camera. No, the first thing I would have did is if he got out of his car, if there was nobody in front of me at that light, I'm running that light.
Yeah, there nobody was.
I'm out of there. That guy's out of his car. I'm not going to Suge Knight his ass. I'm not going to like run him over, but he's not going to get to my window. I'm gone for sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean,
or
if that was my time, it's my time. Whatever.
Stone Cody goes, "Oh yeah, you want to? Did I ever tell you about the time I got punched at the drive-thru?"
No, but you're not very good in a drive-thru. I've been with you in countless drive-thru scenarios.
Wait.
And you suck at like ordering stuff in a drive-thru. And like you're really bad at it. So
okay, give me an example. Of what,
every time,
no. But I mean,
there was a time when we went to a drive-thru, and the guy was like, "What kind of soda do you want?" And you're like, "Yes, soda." And the guy's like, "What kind?" "Yes."
Pick one.
"Yes" is like what the answer you kept giving him. So and you got a soda, and you didn't care what kind. You just drank it like it was nothing. I don't
like making choices.
Well, sometimes
when there's so many.
Well, at this particular
Sprite?
time,
I would have talked myself out of it. I want a Coke. Well, actually, High C sounds pretty good.
Well, you weren't giving that guy
lemonade.
That sort of answer. Please choose for me.
Yeah,
you just said yes. Soda. Yes.
Do you want a soda? Yes.
That doesn't have the connotation that you think it has.
Did he say what kind of soda would you like?
Yes.
And what was my answer?
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
So
okay.
I actually hope he gave you all the sodas.
Just mixes them all.
Who knows if he did? I don't know. That was one time way back. That was when you had like that white car.
Oh yeah.
So that was a long time ago. But that was one of our nighttime cruises. Like
this story happened in the bank drive-thru. So can you only imagine if I'm bad in a food drive-thru, how much worse I am at a bank drive-thru?
A teller punched you?
No. So. There's the bank that I go to. So here's the building, and you go around the building to get to the drive-thru windows.
Right.
So I come around the drive-thru window. I come at like full speed, like NASCAR speed, around the drive-thru.
Right.
Only to find out that there's it's bottled up. So you're coming around a blind corner, and then you got to stop. And the guy behind me was following me at my pace, and had to stop even quicker.
Oh.
So I'm kind of weird about I won't go to the second or third window in a bank drive-thru, like the one where you stick it in a little tube and it shoots up. Like I have to go in the front, the one with the window drive-thru.
Why?
It's an what's the word? It's an unreasonable like fear. Not even a fear, but it's just an unreasonable thought that my shit's gonna get stuck in there, and then I'm gonna be like. That's my paycheck. Now it's stuck in there. Oh, we'll get it out, but it might take an hour. Well, I want my money now. Like, I want to make sure that my check, like, goes directly to her hand. Whatever.
So why don't you go inside?
Well, because I don't like to go inside. I hate going inside places. Almost as much as I hate going to get my hair cut. I hate.
Man, Of the strongest emotion possible, you choose to use it on a lot of stupid shit.
I know. I just don't. I hate
You
it.
hate going inside of places.
I hate going inside. Like,
why don't you
the
just
bank.
get direct deposit?
Today, because my work doesn't offer it. Believe it or not. Actually, I went inside the bank today and I had no problem. It was but it was coins. You can't go through the drive-thru with coins, even though
You can go to a Coinstar.
Yeah, and get 8.3% taken out of it. Fuck that noise.
Okay, so at the cost-benefit analysis of it, the human interaction isn't enough to avoid, losing 8 cents per dollar.
No,
What if it was
I'm real
3
weird
cents
about
a
my
dollar?
money. I'm really like, I don't even like to pay like a tip to people. I mean, I tip really well, but I
No, I don't believe that then.
I actually tip considerably well, better than I can afford, probably, you might say. And
$25 check comes. How much are you tipping? No,
$25.
You need to tell me off the top of your head.
No, I have to do the math in my head. I won't use a calculator.
Okay.
So $25 check will be $4 and $4.50, we'll say, and I might probably round it up to $5.
And you think that's extravagant?
That's better than 20%, which is.
But it's a $25 check.
So what would you give?
$25. No.
100%.
Right? No, I don't know. Probably like $5 or $6 too.
Yeah.
But I don't consider myself as being like overly generous.
Well, okay. Like for example, we went to get fish the other night, and the bill was $50 or something.
Okay.
And I tipped $18.
Okay, so that's probably a nice tip.
So I tip better than her service.
Okay.
I mean,
then that was. So the man who is unfoolish with his money,
right,
is foolish when it comes to tipping
random people. Yeah. Well, and it's places I go to a lot where it's like, I don't want to come here next week and have like.
I don't want spit in my Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Right. So.
Well, interesting to know.
So going back to the bank story.
Oh. Oh yeah. Stories.
I get around the corner to this place, and the guy there was the lady driving. She had to slam her brakes to avoid me, and I came in too hot to get in that front to the window aisle, but I was blocking lane 2. So the lady came, like, she couldn't get into lane 2, and she was pissed about it.
I would have been mad too.
So she honks her horn, and the guy had just given the lady the check in front of me in the window, so I'm like seconds away from being able to get out of her way, and she's like losing her shit about it. So I just put my arms up in the air, like, what are you gonna do, or what do you want? Like, I'm just like, what? So she gets out of her car.
Did you gun it away?
No, there was a car in front of me. I didn't have the option at the
But you could have gone to lane 2 because it was open.
Actually, I don't think it was.
Oh.
Nope. Anyway, she gets out of her car, and I like look. So my seatbelt, I had one of those like automatic seatbelts that like, so you shut the door, and I was like, and locks you in or whatever. So,
oh no.
She comes up, and I go to to open up the door, or no. Well, anyway, she got whatever she said and whatever I said involved her punching me in the face from outside of her car, from outside of my car. Then I lost my shit. Then I got out of the car, and her husband or boyfriend or whoever the other guy, I'm like, you and me are going now. Like,
whoa.
This shit, like, your chick, you're going to fight your chick's battle now, dude.
Did you win?
Well, okay, so he gets out of the car, and, like, there's a huge line behind him. I'm like, I got shit to do today. Like, it's my day off. I got shit to do. So I didn't end up, like, fighting the guy. But I was ready to. And then I got up to the drive-thru window. I'm like, did you see that? Like, I got punched in your drive-thru. And Mexican lady, no, me no see nothing.
What? Let me just cash a check.
Yeah,
the money for paper. Like, you go. Like, damn, dude.
But what I'm saying is, like,
drama happens.
People when they're with their cars, if they're in a hurry or if they don't think they did anything wrong, like me in that case, I didn't think I did anything wrong, even though I very much was in the wrong. Like fuck, dude, I'm gonna stand my ground.
You weren't in a hurry, therefore they're not in a hurry.
Yeah, fuck you. I got
You're
here
in
first.
a hurry, therefore you need to be in a hurry.
Pretty much.
Yeah. See, like that's how that shit works, but
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck everybody.
I'm in a hurry. I'm like, when I go home from work, man, I'm flying down the highway. Like, I'm going like 80, 85, and everybody else is going like 60, 65. They're like, yeah, we're speeding. 67, slow down, Harold. Oh, God, the wheel's shaking. Like, Jesus. I equate, like, it's like playing Grand Theft Auto around here, except without, like, all the killing of hookers and shooting and, like, crime and all that kind of stuff. People just aimlessly drive slowly to nowhere, and that's how people drive in this area.
Well, I wouldn't say they're driving to nowhere, but
dude,
well, okay.
Have you ever been to De Pere on like a Monday afternoon at like 9:30 in the morning when all like the rush hour traffic is gone, and like there's like 60 old people ready to go to the post office? Well, when the bridge will get a little backed up and you have to wait at the lights and shit like that.
Yeah.
By 9:30, it's down to like 2 cars an hour.
Sure.
But those 2 cars an hour are old people like switching lanes and like going 13 miles an hour and then switching, and it's like, okay, we're gonna take a left, and then that left somehow like takes like a minute and a half.
Yeah. Well, okay. And
then you see behind you
in De Pere there is ample amounts of places to turn left, but there's really only one place you should turn left. For example, if you're coming from the highway into Pier to go in across the bridge into East De Pere, and if you're not from De Pere, this is probably a riveting conversation to you. But
traffic in small towns. But it's a song that should never have been written.
Okay. So you're coming from the highway. You got the left turn to go into McDonald's. There's no left turn lane. And there's 2 lanes of traffic coming at you.
That's true.
People turning left. No business to turn left there. When you could go one driveway, or you could go one red light up and use the left turn lane, and there's a driveway into McDonald's.
Yeah.
So that's my first pet peeve.
They should close that down. I agree with that. 100%.
Well, and McDonald's actually has fought that. It's been closed in the past. They've fought it. So.
Well, yeah, of course, but it needs to be closed. It seriously does.
It's. Like, I won't, even if I'm turning left at the next light, I won't get in that left lane if there's cars in front of me, just for that reason. If somebody's turning into McDonald's, you could sit there forever.
And that's right by my work. I don't go that way to work just because I don't want to have to fuck around with, like, idiots. Like, I got to get my breakfast in the morning. Right. I got to get energy.
Right.
Got to go make $1, get to McDonald's. It's like, Jesus Christ, you got to punish your fucking stomach at 8 in the morning? Pounding fucking, like, $40 worth of McDonald's? Dude, seriously. There's a time and a place for McDonald's, and it's called Hangover.
Well, then, okay, so the next exit is you have 9th Street. 9th Street has a turn lane, and it's residential, so it's 25 all the way to Ashland, to the animal hospital. But then the next one
hospital.
There's an animal hospital on the corner there. Then the next exit, or the next crossing street, is 8th Street, or I think that's what it is. And you can turn left. Like, that's where, like, the truck way to get to, like, Ashland Avenue.
Anyway, where are we going with this?
There's no left turn lane. So now you're waiting for all of Main Street to cross, and one car at a time can get across there. So it gets fucking bottled up.
Yeah,
there.
The people who designed De Pere were fucking
worst.
retarded. Especially the west side. The east side traffic at least doesn't have one ways and shit like that. But
once you get to the one way, it's not so bad.
And plus, like, when you're going down 9th where that, like, gas station is, like where, like, Humana is and junk, there's no, for whatever reason, everybody turns right there, like 50% of the people turn right there.
Right.
But De Pere had this genius idea of eliminating right turn lanes by, like, just nubbing out the sidewalk.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck were you idiots thinking? Why would you do that? Like, in pedestrians, it's like, no, assholes.
Bicyclists.
People drive everywhere, you fucking moron. And then they go on the trails and walk for a while. Don't be dumb shits and, like... Oh my God! The people who run De Pere are fucking morons.
Right,
they really are.
There's a light. I have one light. Well, I have 2 lights between my house and work. It's like a 5-minute drive.
Yeah, and that first light is ridiculous.
Well, there's a light that right when you get to the top of the hill, before you get to, like, real De Pere, you have to climb. They just put this light up. And
I know what light you're talking about.
The light coming, like, if you're coming from the opposite way off of Main Street, it's the main street. If you're coming from the other direction, the light doesn't. There's no timer. Like, you aren't even to a full stop, and the light's already changing for you to turn right where you. Okay, this is my. I'm so angry about this light. I've wrote the phone number down in my thing. There's like a telephone number for like if there's a problem, call this number.
If this light is bothering you, please call Jim Schmidt.
I was gonna go to like a city council meeting. I'm furious about this light.
Well, that's how you change things, is go to a city council meeting. If you want to go to a city council meeting, I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. I mean, you're the resident, so I'll do all
the talking, for sure.
Oh, then I won't go.
Well, then you should do all the talking.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean...
I will show you what my problem is, and you can use your best way of explaining
I already know what the problem is. It's De Pere, and it comes to driving.
I don't even think it's De Pere.
It's asinine. We should just run for mayor.
I agree. We'll be
co-mayor.
Co-mayors.
Co-mayors. If one's on a run, I can sign for it. That's fine. You got a package? Yeah, sure, I'll sign. A mail delivery, huh? All right, sure.
Yep. He's here.
Dude, mail delivery? Okay, so get this, too, because in 2011, I was on unemployment, and I was like, I don't need to file taxes. Well, I was wrong. Apparently you do. I got into all this, like, fucking, like, all these, like, all the IRS was up my ass and shit like that. Well, I finally got it all squared away, and I like got a letter from them, and like the post office left it there. It's like, you need to sign for it and all that kind of junk. Oh. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And so I get it, and like the bill is finally like, I get the bill, and it's at 2 cents. and I'm like, I had to go to the post office for this. Like, I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. Yeah. So then I'm like, okay, fine. At least it's done 2 cents. I'm sure that they can get their 2 cents, like whatever, with interest, 3 cents next tax season, they can have it.
Right.
Like, and then the very next day, I get another letter from them. I'm like, what the fuck do these idiots want?
It's cost them more in postage already.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what if it's like, we overcalculate, it's 1 cent. Like, what? So, and now I have to go back to the post office, and this is a post office that's in like the middle of nowhere. It's like, it's like in downtown Green Bay behind all like the factories and shit like that. It's like,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just like, there's a post office here, and it's like, wow. And
we're right next to the trailer park.
Pretty much, it's like in the middle of a trailer park.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's actually funny. I got a check for my 401k. They wouldn't roll it over, so what they did is they took out. There was like a fee for not rolling it over. There was like a check fee. Mm-hmm. When I finally got the check, it was a check for 2 cents.
Nice. Do you want to pay my IRS bill?
I was looking for it when you were telling that story. It's around here somewhere because I refused to cash it. It's just funny that
you probably couldn't cash it anymore anyway.
No, yeah, I was.
But still, like to send that, like to waste, like the ink, point? The actual like paper stock on it, like 2 cents.
I mean, I'm out $75 for the penalty I had to pay to get a check cut or whatever, but
just send me the money. Okay, well, we'll send it. Can you directly deposit into my account, please?
Yeah, nope.
That'll cost 3 cents. Turns out that you owe them.
Yeah,
Turns out at the end of it, you owe them like $48.50 in fees, and they're taking you to court, like ruining your credit.
I had a investment. I do a lot of stock trading and shit, and one of my stocks just tanked to the point where they restructured. The company had to like restructure, and I had to pay a restructure fee to E-Trade, and I actually owe so my stock, I depleted it 100%, plus I owed E-Trade after the fact.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it a lot?
No, I mean, I play with fucking pennies and nickels.
Well, I know, but was it more than like $10?
Oh yeah, it was a lot. That entire stock, I think I lost $300 on. Ooh. Plus, I owed E-Trade. I think E-Trade charged me $20 restructure fee.
Oof. Eesh. Yeah. Can I ask what company it was?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes, okay. You can. It's this guy. He used to be a NASCAR guy. That's how I found out about this company.
Okay.
He started a company that makes like a sleepy drink. Remember, I used to always have this Kansas sleepy drink.
I do. Yeah. I do.
Well, it's called
that was it.
Babida or something. It's the code is BBDA is the investor code. Don't ever fucking buy from that company. They so
they used to sell that at that mobile station when I lived in De Pere.
Huh.
Yeah, because I bought it one time. Yeah, so
well they I don't know, when I bought them it was like 0.6 of a cent for a share. So you just buy a ton of it, thinking, right. Well, if it goes up, it goes up. If not, I lost $50.
Right.
Well, then it goes down a little bit. Well, I'll buy a little more. goes down a little more, I'll buy a little more. Well, I'm doing it fucking backwards, you know.
Should have been short selling them motherfuckers.
Right. Well, you can't short sell when it's on a downward trend. It has to make an uptick. That's called the uptick rule, which it wasn't doing much upticking.
Right.
But I honestly believed in this company. I liked the drink. I bought it. It was the only thing that, when I was driving a truck over the road, the only thing that really helped me fall asleep like in a moment's notice.
No.
So
that sucks that they went belly up then.
The stock goes down. The company's doing great. But what they're doing is the stock's going down, So now the stock's only worth like 1/1000th of a dollar or whatever. And then they
had to invent a new fraction just for it.
They do a reversed split. So instead of it, so let's say I have 30,000 shares of it. Now they're like, well, for every one share for every 500 shares you own, we'll give you one share. So now my 30,000 shares turned into like 25 shares or so. I don't remember what it ended up being. But now it's 25 shares at 0.2 of a cent. So my $300 investment literally is worth like $20, and I owed E-Trade $20.
So you still have?
I fucking sold out of that company. I want no part of it, and I'm on a website now with a bunch of guys that are basically like trying to expose these losers. Now, what they're doing is
So do you feel like they're actually frauding you as an investor?
Yes, in my opinion,
you know who you have to tell this to,
in
right?
my opinion, I don't have to tell people. That's being told by everybody else that this is like the people that know what the fuck they're doing.
Okay.
And I'm just basically like, yeah, me too, guys. Like,
right. Well, yeah. I mean, if they're fraudulent, man, that's
what. In my opinion, I have to say that and make that clear.
Sure.
In my opinion, I think what they're doing is
uncross your fingers when you say that, and you look.
I think what they're doing is they're taking the money that they're making with the product, because I feel the product's doing well. I mean, I see it. It's being sold at Walmart. It's being sold all over different places. I think what they're doing is they're taking the profits and they're investing it into racing.
Oh, so they're not. Oh, okay. So
it's pretty ridiculous.
I wonder if the SEC knows.
Well, there's a thing on here. These guys are basically like, yeah, we're just waiting for the whatever. Like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Basically, because it's a penny stock, because they're not regulated by the SEC quite the same way like Apple and Coca-Cola are.
Sure, they
get away with a lot of the things. Like they don't have to report their earnings, and there's different things that they.
So they might be taking advantage of a loophole in the system.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
And like
so you're trying to put an end to that loophole. Well, I appreciate that.
I'm just trying to I just don't want other people to have the same thing happen to them. I want people to know that these guys are kind of shit, kind of shitty, and
right. People should be careful with their money when it comes to this place. Highly consider it. Consider both sides of the opinions.
I'm paying it forward.
Yeah,
after having paid it behind.
Yeah, everybody should always be careful with their finances. Save that money for bongs and bitches.
Yeah, bitches and bongs.
Exactly. Motherfucking bitches. Motherfucking bongs.
So, I got a list of different things we can talk about here. Does anything up here, like...
Anything? Yeah, man. Let's talk about the Packers.
Okay, we got Packers news. Oh, I didn't want to pull that page up.
Oh, that's okay.
So, we had Tremon Williams.
Tremon Williams is a Braun. Good for him.
Yep.
He's going to really do a good job slowing AJ Green down, I'm sure.
We had Devon House. We lost him.
Which he got a lot of money.
$25 million.
Yeah, which is a lot of money for him, I think. Mm-hmm. He's overpaid. He might have been a product of, what do you call it? There's not a lot of people out there. You know what I mean? Like, it was like Revis and...
Corners Market.
Yeah, but I kind of think we'll kind of feel it. He was all right. So, but you know what? I think, too, that... What's his name?
We have literally no corners now.
No, we have Sam Shields. We have the guy
Bush.
That guy that was in... He comes in the nickel. I forget his name.
Is it Micah Hyde?
Yeah.
Or Mike Neal?
No. Micah Hyde. Okay. That's the guy. He's pretty decent, man. I'd say he's better than Tremon Williams or Devon House. And I'm sure we'll draft a corner this year. You know what? I don't know.
I would say that is our number one need position, in my opinion. Over
linebacker?
We do need linebacker. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I mean, our linebackers are pretty sad right now. Who signed A.J. Hawk? Cincinnati?
Yep.
What losers.
Well,
They don't know what
better them than us.
Yeah, I know.
I actually read a stat today that of our entire, 53-man roster, however many players we have on our team, Julius Peppers is the only one who's played for another team.
Yeah, I saw
Isn't
that.
that crazy?
I saw that too. Right? That is insane. Like, it can't happen that often. You know what I mean? This year, we haven't picked up, even brought anybody in as far as free agency goes that I know of. Maybe like me. Who knows? I mean, we need a punter. Where's our punter? That'd be nice. Matt Flynn. Because I listen to sports radio when I come in the morning, and they have like this CBS Sports Minute or whatever, and there's like it's Boomer Esiason, I think, that does it, and he was saying these, like, now that all like the quarterbacks are signed, like the quote unquote top of the cream of the crop ones, whatever losers are out there, like the McDonalds and all that kind of junk. Matt Flynn was like the best free agent quarterback available right now.
Crazy.
So,
well, I did notice that his house is up for sale.
Oh, good. I don't want Matt Flynn on the team again either. I'd rather have Tolzien. I think Tolzien's capable enough.
We signed him for a year.
Yeah, it's time for Matt Flynn to go.
I'm looking here. It says Josh Francis, and we got a punter. Josh Francis, a linebacker. These are free agent signings in 2015.
Oh, really?
According
this Josh
website.
Francis guy is like some sort of I think he played in Arena League football or some shit like that. Like he's some sort of like freak.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Or did he come from Canada?
Yep.
He must have. Okay.
Indoor football, Wichita Fire.
Yeah, he did play for the Arena League. I knew it.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, he's like some sort of Arena League freak. So you never know. And then we brought in a punter. Good. Hey, do you know that guy? He's got the same first name as you.
Yeah, he's got a pretty nice name.
Nice hair.
What do you keep looking at my hair for?
Well, you have a hat on, so I've never seen a Cody without hair.
Well, so we got a punter, we got a linebacker. Are there any?
And these are all undrafted rookies, so they've not played for another team.
Right.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Do you think we'll sign anybody?
No. Who's out there?
There's
Nobody.
No reason to.
I mean, yeah. If there was like still somebody decent out there, maybe, I don't know, but if like there's nobody that's probably worth it. I mean, if anything, I would have liked to see us sign Tremon for a year. I like Tremon enough that I thought
I did like him.
He's a shutdown corner, so, but he's lost a step.
So, if let's say we were going to sign a linebacker, off of free agency, do you think linebacker's a position that you would spend money for? Get like a Lance Briggs from Chicago, his old dinosaur ass, or
no.
I mean,
well, we need inside linebackers for one thing. There we go. Desmond Bishop, been there, done that.
And I got the jersey.
Slow down. Ronaldo McLean, I don't know. I mean, he had a lot of hype around him. Jamari Lattimore, been there, done that one. There was
Casey Matthews, your buddy.
Right? He yells at me on Facebook, fucking loser. I don't know. There isn't really anybody good. Terrence Newman's available. I think he's a cornerback. So I don't know. It would have been nice if we would have got like a tight end too in free agency to replace the bum that we let go.
Fucking Dirk Stick.
Yeah. Did your Chris Johnson got shot or whatever?
No shit.
Yeah, he got shot in the shoulder.
Huh. Himself?
CJ2K got CJ2 shot. I don't know what your question meant.
Did he shoot himself? That seems like an offensive player thing to do.
No, I think he just got into some shit and there off the stuff went.
Yeah.
Sorry. CJ2K gets fights in the clubs. What else happened to Lil Wayne? Got shot or shots at his house.
Really?
Well, this lady I work with is always on TMZ on her lunch break.
Well, that's what I would be doing. I wouldn't be doing it on my lunch break. Fuck that. I'd be doing it.
Well, right. That's okay. But anyway, there was Takiti. Nice background.
Thanks, dude.
But anyway, there was a TMZ article like last week sometime that said Lil Wayne got shot.
God.
Or no, not Lil Wayne got shot, but there were shots at Lil Wayne's house. Like, so when Lil Wayne's not at home, they're still like gang fights at his house or something like that. It was really weird.
Did you see that? Fucking Suge Knight thing where he ran those guys? Did you see the video?
Dude, that video was insane.
Fuck yeah,
dude. Suge Knight. Dude, what was going on?
He's going to jail.
What was going on that Suge Knight had to run off? That's my question. Was he making some sort of like deal? What were they doing? Because obviously, like Suge Knight rolled up and the guy was like, "Yo, what up, Suge?" And they were like cool for like the first like. You don't think so?
No. Here's what happened.
Okay, you tell me, Mr. Gang Expert.
So apparently, Suge had caused problems earlier in the day.
Okay,
and it was showing up at this burger place. Was where they were at, drive-thru place. He showed up where Dre and his homies were to like apologize.
Suge came with pie and apologies.
Right. So the security guy comes up to the truck. Like, if you see the truck pulls up all aggressively, like there's no. Let's fucking watch this real quick here. Okay, so here we go. So this truck pulls up and he's pulling in hot, pretty aggressive.
Yeah, Suge pulls up in his Raptor, looking pissed.
And then the dude, this is Bone, the security guard, walks up and he's
that guy's a security guard.
He's Dre's security guard.
Who's Dre? Dr. Dre?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So apparently earlier in the day, they're making like a movie about NWA.
Yeah, I heard.
And that's what this is. They're doing the movie. Well, apparently Suge showed up on the NWA set causing trouble.
Why-9 that shit?
Well, he's kind of involved in it, but I don't think they want him there. He's kind of like...
Well, yeah, Suge is like a producer. He's not like a rapper.
Right.
So nobody wants Suge around.
So he... it got heated and they left and they went and like had burgers. They went like, I got to get out of here. So
because when tempers fly in the hood, everybody's like, chill out, let's have burgers.
So Suge apparently, or so the story goes, showed up here to apologize to
right.
And that's when Bone was like, nah,
man, we don't want your sorry burgers.
And you can tell that they're going at it in this
right.
video.
They're either hugging it out.
The truck's like shaking.
Right, and that's not because Suge's moving around. Ooh.
Now he takes off in reverse, running the guy over. Now his argument was that he had to run these guys over because they had a weapon.
Right.
Now he backed out. He could have kept backing out. He could have backed out forever and just went in reverse forever. Or he could have went left down that road. Or he could have went right down that road.
True. Suge had options.
Instead, he decides that he's going to run right down the center of everybody.
Right. Which is appropriate, I guess.
And that's the guy who died.
What's
the
that?
Second guy.
What's that way?
The drive-thru.
So Suge's still
I need
hungry.
burgers.
Yeah. Suge's still hungry. He came for burgers. Apology was secondary. I like how this last guy here goes and like steals his gun.
Yeah. Well, what do you expect? He's gonna...
Right.
No, it's a cell phone. I gotta call his next of kin.
Yeah. And it was a gun because you could see that one guy running. Was like, shit.
He put it in his waistband.
Yeah. So that's Bone's backup apparently.
So
thigh bone.
So I mean that dude's he's going to jail for a long time.
Yeah, well, it ain't nothing that Suge's not. Suge's probably pretty used to being in jail.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be okay.
It's like, I've been waiting.
Right. Poor Suge. Now he's actually going to go down. Dude, Suge probably killed Tupac, maybe.
I don't think he obviously didn't do it, but he was a big part of it, I think.
Suge's not cool.
Nah, Suge's fucking a dirtbag.
I'm actually surprised he's still alive.
Well, he's got enemies.
And he's got money for Ford Raptors, which is insane.
Raptors are not that much.
Well, Suge Knight doesn't have a lot of money.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't think so. What is Suge Knight? Who's he producing for?
Well, he's producing for TMZ these days.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Suge Knight. Maybe we should get him for linebacker.
Yeah.
We need someone with that aggressiveness.
Yeah, we also need somebody who's not going to jail.
True that.
Which is...
Suge Knight. Well,
a lot of our team ends up...
Work release.
Work release.
We'll get him on Huber.
Do you see that the Brewers are like... They have shit in their eyes?
Yeah, the pink eye infestation across. Yeah.
They're banning high fives.
Good.
Dirty
fucking hands.
I kind of wish, like, people in general, society would ban the high five. I'm not a fan of high fives at all. I'm not clean by any means. It's not like I'm weird about catching germs. You don't
know where my hands been.
I just hate touching other people's hands.
Huh. Because they're sweaty and grimy.
Well, mine are fucking grimy. Like, I don't want to touch you with my hands and have you go, whoa, gross. Your hands are like...
Right, why are you sticky? Because I'm pretty sure every time we've ever touched, I was like, why are you always so sticky? And it's a true story.
Well...
Please don't touch me.
I just think it's fucking ridiculous.
And look how happy he is. He's like, I'm spreading my shit.
Is that Luke Roy?
I don't know who that is,
Ryan
but
Braun,
could be. Shit.
That's not the only thing Ryan Braun spreads around these parts.
Right. He also spreads ladies' legs.
Yep.
And then spreads something different.
I just think it's kind of funny that they're...
Picture Willie Peralta. You don't feel ill from it, do you? I thought you just got itchy eyes.
You kind of get flu-like.
Quit pooping on your hands, boys.
Ryan Braun's out for that.
Should get him back on the roids. The pink guy's got him benched for... He's on the 15-day DL for
herpes.
He's on the 15-day DL for herpes. Get him on there.
What else we got here? Tournament time.
Yeah.
Excited?
Nah.
Not a big college guy.
No, I do. It's been a different year for me, so I haven't really watched a lot of college basketball, so... I don't really know who's good or anything like that.
Yes, you know who's good.
Well, Wisconsin. I'm going Bucky all the way. I got
Badgers. They lucked into their number one seed there at the end.
They didn't luck into it.
Well, they
fucking overtime stomped them assholes.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is that it took that last game for them to get that number one seed. They didn't have that number one seed clinched last month like my Kentucky Wildcats did.
You're like a Yankees fan. Yeah, I'm not from New York, but I love them winners.
Dude, you know I've been a Kentucky fan for way too long.
Most Yankees fans as well.
Yeah, well.
Go
Big Blue.
Yay.
So yeah, Kentucky's gonna win the tournament, and
I hope it's Wisconsin at Kentucky.
I'll fucking eat my words when the Badgers take Kentucky down and they Kentucky goes 39-1.
Oh.
Losing to the Badgers.
I hope that I'm the first text you get that day.
Nah, there won't be any text that day. My phone will be thrown in the trash.
I wonder if you still have a house number that I wrote the number down somewhere.
Do you do tournaments? Do you do like brackets? And
yeah,
all that
I'm doing one at work. About one of the salespeople there asked me if I wanted to do it. And I was like,
always
all
the salespeople looking to get people to buy in on their tournaments.
Well, because gambling's not really allowed at most places, so they kind of just do it with other salespeople, and I know the guy, so he's like, you want in on this? I'm like, all right. So that's what happened there.
There you go. All right, well, so tournament talk's done.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I usually, I would have at least some, knowledge of what's going on, but, yeah, I don't know. I just haven't been into it a whole lot. I
haven't missed a Kentucky game. When I work during the day, I've got satellite radio. I listen to every single game. When I get home, I fucking watch the game when it's on.
Okay.
All right, well, we've got, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes left to show. And
all right.
I've got a couple things on the board, but I don't think they'll take way too long. So what I did find here is the Google Feud game. Okay. It's like Family Feud, but it's like Google.
Sure.
And if you listen to any of the first couple podcasts we had, we kind of did something very similar to this, where it was like a Google autocomplete game.
Oh.
This is kind of the same thought, but it's like Family Feud version.
Okay.
And I don't have to come up with the words. Google kind of does it for you. Now, in the earlier games, I was just trying to come up with words where your answer, if you weren't listening to the game we were playing and we were
Don't explain it to the assholes. Make them listen to the podcast.
I'm making them listen to the podcast. They need to know what we're talking about here.
Okay.
So, basically, I was trying to get you to say funny shit the first time, and now it's not going to be as funny, but here's the Google Feud game. So, pick a category. We got culture.
Let's do culture.
People, names, and questions.
Culture.
So, how would Google autocomplete complete this? Sparkling.
Wine.
Number 2 answer.
Wow.
I'm going to guess water. Number 1 answer.
And there's 10?
Yep.
Sparkling virgins. Oh.
No sparkling virgin.
Sparkling grape.
I'm going to say, okay. Nope.
No.
Sparkling diamond?
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Oh, no No shit, huh?
So, Wiggles?
Sparkling Wiggles. Actually, that is funny. Sparkling Wiggles. So it's a video of a little like baby or something like that. Yeah. Sparkling, and it's this little girl's like trying to talk, but she can't really get the word out. Yeah. Just crank it loud enough so people can hear.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, say it now.
We don't have sparkling niggles.
Say the two sparkling wiggles at the party.
It's so many sparkling niggles at the party.
Say, no sparkling wiggles here.
No sparkling niggles here.
Say, get a job, Sparkling Wiggle.
Here's no sparkling niggles.
So obviously the parents are pretty racist, but it's cute, especially the mom. Get a job, Sparkling Wiggles. Like, damn, mom. But yeah, that's funny.
I'm so glad I got to see that.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, it's funny. Sparkling Wiggles. It's a cute little girl. She's just trying to say words, but it comes out pretty offensive. So, all right, that was actually pretty fun. Wine. Right. Okay, sparkling apple cider for the nerd in you. Let's do people. Let's do one of each down the line.
Okay. How did Google autocomplete finish this? I failed at
life.
Life, number one answer.
Yeah. I failed at work.
And work, not on the list.
Love.
Failed at love is number 4 on the list.
I failed at sex. You forgot where the X is, huh?
I was just going to double check if you wanted to go with that, and it was incorrect.
I failed at orgasming.
I failed at coming. Now, come on.
I failed at, I don't know, guess one. There's a very popular one.
I failed at marriage.
Okay. Oh. Breastfeeding?
I failed at my dream. I failed at college. I failed
real
at real estate.
Homeschooling. My job. Didn't we say work?
Yeah, I thought we did.
So it's got to be like exact.
Exact. Like, I know on like the Jeopardy game I play or whatever, like it'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
And Family Feud's like one of the more liberal games there is for like name something with spots, and you're like zebra. They're like, yeah, that's enough. Like,
cow, you got it.
Yeah, like okay, all right. Let's see what names brings us.
And names. Alexander.
Graham Bell.
Is it
G-H? I don't know.
G-H-M.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Nope.
And no.
Well,
I'm sure that's going to be it.
Because you didn't take the time to right-click on it.
Great.
Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton.
Everybody loves tens.
Alexander's
horrible, no good, very bad day. Type that bitch. Alexander Alejandro? I don't know. There's J's in it. No, huh? Alexander. I don't know.
I'm sure you guys are playing along at home. Alexander
Dusseldorf? Alexander Himpelstein.
Alexander Hitler.
Okay. It's his brother. Alexander, I don't know.
Hamilton.
We guessed that one. That was number 2. You spelled Graham Bell would be one of them, but you spelled it wrong, and you didn't bother to fix it. It's H-A-M.
H-A-M.
Probably number 3. Oh, number
6.
There's 5 more. Alexander in tight pants.
Alexandria. Alexander in tight pants.
How about Alexander's
the 5th or like the 7th or something?
How about Alexander's
the 5th?
Nope. Alexander Arms? Come on.
Alexander Wang?
Alexander Gustafson. Shut the fuck up.
Is that somebody I should know?
No. It's like knowing, oh yeah, that's Charlie Dinglewing next door. Nobody should know. Alexander Gustafson. Shut the fuck up, Google Feud. I have feuds with yous. Yeah, Google, Bing that motherfucker, and let's see what comes up. Oh,
he's a fighter. He's an MMA fighter.
Cool. Good for this guy. He's number 2 ranked.
Oh, I do actually know this. I've heard this guy's name before.
Oh, but when asked who's an Alexander, you were left blank because he's not that famous.
No, he's not that famous. I think he's like number 2 ranked overall. But okay.
Fuck that guy.
And questions.
Alexander Bauer.
Why are dogs...
Horny.
Come on, you can do better than that.
Horny. Hungry. Happy. Why are dogs better than cats? Why are dogs' noses wet? Why are dogs so... Like...
All right, we're doing another one of those because... Is there a law against... I feel like we did this one.
Is there a law against bestiality?
Bestiality.
I'm pretty good at spelling that one. Is there a law against marrying my sister?
Marrying a taco?
Okay.
Nope.
No. How about eating a taco?
Is there a law against speeding? Is there a law against gay marriage?
Well, even things in the news didn't get it. Texting and driving in Texas. So that's
pretty specific.
That is so specific.
Is it illegal? Wait, what was it? Is it illegal to sleep in your car?
Yeah, I guess that's a problem.
Enticing a riot. That sounds like something one of us would do.
Right. Is it illegal racism? Is it illegal to racism? And that was clearly the guy who couldn't...
Okay, let's see. Racism, slander, hate speech, cyberbullying, discrimination. What do all of these have in common?
Yeah, they're all Google feud categories. They're all things that Google likes to do. Dogs can learn to fly.
Can dogs learn to fly?
Oh.
Can dogs learn to...
Shake.
Speak.
Do tricks.
We suck at this.
Wink. Yeah, we do suck at this. Use a litter box? Who's torturing dogs like this?
Can dogs smile?
Let's do one more, and then that's it.
I'll let you pick a category.
Go back to the questions, because we're bad at these.
Okay.
How do you make someone fall in love with me?
This has got to be number one. Nope.
How do you make someone
pay their debt?
There you go. How do you make someone clean up after themselves?
Well, love you is number one. How do you make someone your best friend on Snapchat? How do you make
another oddly specific one?
How do you make someone a close friend on Facebook? How do you make someone miss you? How do you make someone happy? How do you make someone like you? How do you make someone sneeze?
This might be the very worst game I've ever played.
Okay, one more. What if I lied on my...
penis?
On my... drug test? What if I lied on my... Okay, I see what you did there. What if I lied on my test? What if I lied
Just do something oddly specific. What if I lied on my, like, driver's license application in Maryland?
What if I lied on my FAFSA? There wasn't even a number 10. What if I lied on my 10?
Oh, God. Google, your games suck. Come up with better shit. I don't want to play this game.
Okay, well, it was fun while it lasted.
It wasn't, really.
Not fun at all. I thought it was going to be better.
Google,
which is what I say on every single little game we play.
This Google Feud game is bad. It's bad. They have another game. They should make like a Google Boggle.
Google Boggle.
Don't Google it.
I'm not. I'm binging it. Okay, so this will be entertaining for you. Remember how you gave me such a hard time about Bing and why I choose Bing over Google?
It's because you get money.
What was my answer? Yeah, I got money. So here's how much I'm able to get. I'm going to redeem my 800 points to get a, let's see, what's a $5 Burger King gift card.
Woo!
So I can buy
$5 Apple a digital gift card.
It's all just online gift cards.
Sure.
So I'm saving up for $10. I thought it was Amazon, but I don't see it on here now because it's gone. There it is, $5 Amazon.
So you actually get a deal at $5, not at $1,000.
Well, because I'm a gold member, because I've done it so long. Otherwise, it's like $5.35 or it's like $5.
Which is not a deal.
Nope.
Okay. 50 credits towards free Surface bundles for your school. Oh. So is there like anything like what if you had like $1 million? Like is there like a top prize shit field like or is the best you can get like $5 gift cards?
Let's see. See all. Yeah, I guess it is just $5 gift cards. Well, keep in mind I've been doing this for how long, and I've only got 800 points.
I guess. So, right. I guess the top of the line $25 gift card. Where's that?
Yeah.
Discount dining dollars.
There was one on here where you got like true blue miles or something.
Oh, like airline miles.
Yeah. Which I don't fly True Blue, but there's one on here. Actually, where is it? It's right here. So I could get like 100 United miles, which isn't really worth it to me. I'd rather just get the Amazon gift card.
Yeah, right. You get like 3 things on Amazon for $5.
Oh shit! Don't tell me that this was not. Oh fuck!
Could we turn it down like super quiet for the last? For how long?
For the whole show.
Nuh-uh.
And pause. Oh. All right. You're like coming all over my everything.
I yawn when I come. Oh my god! Holy shit, dude. Do you have a pair of underwear I could use?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, I'm sticking around then. But
literally.
Ooh. Anyway, let's wrap this shit up.
All right,
my butt hurts.
Thanks for listening. We have the Twitter where we both post random things at times. It's at
Eternal Skunk, bitches.
And you can call the 800 number.
It's not an 800 number. It's a 240 number.
It's
24050 Skunk.
There you go.
Because Cody can't remember this after setting it up and everything.
And I'm not even the one smoking weed. I haven't actually had any, and I have no memory whatsoever.
It smells like fish.
It's brain damage. It smells like fish? I guess it's kind of... Yeah, I think my chick's cooking scallops and shrimp or something.
Oh, well, I'm taking one of those donuts for the road.
All right, well, thanks for listening. We'll have this up on iTunes, and you should go back and listen to all our shows on iTunes, and then after that, go fuck yourself.
Kisses.